What is poppin'? It is the Slapton. I am but a lowly Slapton riding these DeFi waves, and in this video I want to give you an explanation of why I believe SWIX DAO's low APY scheme is actually a game changer and may define the future of Treasury backed assets on chain. That's right, low APY game changer. So first, let's define what a treasury-backed asset is. I'm going to give you a TradFi example. If you're familiar with the gold standard that the United States was using for its currency up until 1971, it worked a little something like this. There was gold kept in a treasury, in a physical vault, and the circulating supply of currency could be redeemed for that gold, meaning that the asset was backed by a treasury. Now, a more modern example, especially if you're in the DeFi space, would be something like Olympus, which has a treasury full of stablecoins and Ethereum and other things, and its native token, OHM or GOHM, is backed by that treasury. Now, if you've been in this space, you've undoubtedly seen these schemes with these treasury-backed assets in the 5, 6, 7 digits, 40,000 APY, 50,000, 100,000 APY. Now, full disclosure, that's why I'm in this space. I saw that APY and I said, yup, need to ape, and I'm glad I did it. But the longer I've been in this space, the more I've seen or started to think about some of the issues that arise from these high APY schemes. So let me break them down for you. The first issue with these high APY schemes is that if you expand supply by a factor of 100, let's say, you need to expand the backing, the treasury, by a factor of 100 to maintain the ratio of circulating supply to treasury backing. Now, the problem with that is that's a big amount of expansion to keep up over time, and exponentially that is harder and harder to do. So how does a protocol do it? Well, typically the way they've been doing it is through bonding. That's been a chief revenue stream for a lot of these protocols, and bonding is essentially giving the protocol an asset in return for a native token at a discount. Now, that is dilutive by its nature, meaning if you're a staker, just by staying staked, if people keep bonding at this discount, you will eventually lose market share. That's a problem in and of itself. Now, the other issue is that not only do you need to intake a lot into your treasury to keep the backing the same for your expanded supply, but you have to keep it there, meaning you have a large war chest that essentially sits idle in your treasury that you can't deploy. But someone could say, well, you could deploy it. That's true, you could deploy it, but it wouldn't be in your treasury at that point, and you're also exposing it to risk if you deploy it. Okay, so here's why I think SWIX DAO is set up in a way that it can avoid these issues, and actually its structure gives it an advantage over these other treasury-backed assets that you may be familiar with. Well, SWIX DAO does not intend to be a central trading pair or a reserve currency yet, in the same way that something like Olympus wants to be the reserve currency or central trading pair of DeFi. And so what that would mean for Olympus, it needs to expand its liquidity, it needs to expand its supply rapidly so it can provide liquidity with many different assets, so it can be the link between many different assets. That's how you become the central trading pair. So SWIX doesn't have to do that. Instead, what it can do is just return value to token holders that SWIX generates through its real estate endeavors. And if you want a brief rundown of what that would look like, I will leave a link above my finger to a previous video I've done, as well as an invite to the Discord if you want to get more acquainted, as well as some documentation. So anyway, because SWIX doesn't have the same aim to be the central trading pair, it can keep its APY low. And the other advantage it has is that it has a revenue stream outside of bonding, a very real, tried and true revenue stream that can be quite powerful, which is real estate. And in this case, it would be the difference between the amount its expenses to possess and run the real estate and the rentals that it can take in. So off the bat, SWIX is not aiming for 5, 10, 7, 8, 1,000 digit APY percentages. It's aiming for something around 2 digits, like let's say 5 to 20%. These numbers are not cut in stone and they can be changed, obviously, but the people I've been talking to in SWIX DAO are aiming for something like 2-digit APYs. Now that can be covered in and of itself by the rental income if things go well. At the very least, a large portion of the APY can be backed by rental income. Now, maybe some will have to be done through bonding. There will be some bonding. Now, here's the beautiful thing even beyond that, because this rental income can justify this relatively low APY. What is bonded does not have to sit idly in the Treasury, but can be used to purchase new assets, and the flywheel can kick on that way. So bond assets into the Treasury, buy new real estate, run it properly, make profits on that real estate, and return that value to the Treasury via rental incomes. To me, this makes all the sense in the world. I've been waiting for a protocol to figure out a revenue stream tied to TradFi or traditional markets. This is a tried and true one. This low APY plus this ability to justify the or to keep up the backing through non-dilutive means, to me, is a game changer. I will keep you posted. I'm talking more and more with the team. Everything that I'm hearing so far is promising. Leave me a comment of what you think. Do you think this is a wild game-changing thing? What are your thoughts on 2-digit APY? Also, just drop into the Discord. Say what's up. I'm there. Ping me. Ping someone on the team. Just drop a meme. Whatever you want. I'll catch you all in the next one. And above all else, remember to ape responsibly. Would you? Peace, dudes and dudettes.